Taking on the New York Jets. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Broncos much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Call again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. The Jets are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Viking 18.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 77. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Let's go. Pass. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll look to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Go! 70 Lions.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Nix. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And his throw here is incomplete. When you talk about this Jets defense, they are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. conversion here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Thomas on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass out wide the ball. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Hall. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing Nix. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Nix. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Nix from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to the air with Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 1. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
60 Eagles, 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Go.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
4 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there. And we're playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
60 Vikings, 60. Hey, Cash. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Crack all 80. My man. Ready.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
First down, Denver.
Bombers. Oh, my second.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Oh, my second.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Operating from the gun. Nix. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Nix. His pass caught at the 4. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Ready.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Up the right sideline. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Captain. Hold on a sec. Ready. My name is Hunt.
The final shot before break. Nix. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And, Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bombers.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 37 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with his quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
14. Broncos 9.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Jets have got it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Get it. Liking 18.
They'll look to throw here. Check down, complete to Hall. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jets take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
28-yard gain. First down, Denver.
Here's Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 15. And the Broncos.
Here's Nix once more. Over the middle, complete. It's Harvey. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Crawford. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A passing look here. 5 receivers in the formation on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
First down.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun now on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is real simple. When you're in 5 wide receiver formation, you don't have a lot of time to dilly-dally back there. You've got to get the ball out and with some dispatch, because a lot of the aggressive defensive teams in the league, they see 5 wide receiver sets, they're automatically bringing pressure.
Now they brought the pressure. He held on to it a little too long. Winds up getting hit as he releases it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
York able to send this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now it's Nix. He'll air this one out from Mims. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And his throw is incomplete. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mims in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Captain.
The slot man in motion right. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He's got his target. That's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
46-yard line.
Nix looking to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So left side, it's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good.
Jets 30, Broncos 22.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go. Set. 60 average. Bronco leading.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh, that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And it is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Out of the gun, they run it home. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on, come on.
They'll drop the throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 38 yards. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
To the right side and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
15. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready. Count.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He finds his man complete. It's Crawford. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Vic. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On the jump.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go now. Pass to 60. Pass to 60. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. A rifle's one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. 40 yards. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
They'll try and throw for it. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense, because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And the Jets have got it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Reload! Reload! Go!
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go, here we go. Unlock Cougar 19. Hey, check that.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here is third down and 4.
Viking 18.
Vic. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
70 Cougar 19. 70 Lions.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Come on. Set. Hawk, set, ready.
Now Hall. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a camper on this game. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jets 44, Broncos 30. York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's first and 10. To throw from his end zone. Nix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had a share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
First and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here.